Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is Jeff Womack with EXE Automated Solutions. And today, what I'd like to do is talk about cleaning a database of all the tags and adding new tags for a new project. So let's get started. So you notice that I've created a new project and renamed it and opened it up and linked to the new backend database, but it still has all the tags from the existing project in it. So to begin with, what we want to do when we're starting a new project is we want to wipe all the tags clean and then look at importing new tags. So first of all, what we'll do to wipe out all the tags in the database and clean the database for new use is go into the admin tab right here. And if you're logged in as an admin and you have user access levels for deleting records, so you can see right there the user access level is clean database. So to if you don't have that and you're an admin, you'll just have to go into user access levels right here, and you'll have to make sure this checkbox is clicked. So we'll go back into admin here, and I'll just go through the steps deleting all records. Are you sure you want to delete all records? And I'll just press yes. So what it's doing is it just cleaned out all the records in the database. So you can see right now I've got no records. And also the last backup is red because it can't find the file location anymore because it's been cleaned out as well for the backup location. So you have to reset that after too. So there's two ways of adding records. You can either do it manually by just add a record right. You can go like here and you can just type in the tag name, type in your information. You have to add a new subsystem, and we'll go through doing that later on in the video. But you can add it manually, or you can add it by importing from Excel, which is definitely the preferred method. So right now I've still got the Excel. I don't have an Excel document in here right now. When I click to go in to grab an Excel and move tags into it. So if you don't have an Excel document, all you do is you hit the export button right here, and it will create an Excel spreadsheet for you. And then when you open it, of course, it's got the titles on the top and no tags. So at this point here, you could let's stretch this out a little bit so we can see it a little better. So this import spreadsheet here is exactly imports all this information right here. It doesn't import your device checks because I'll show you later, but the device checks are still set up in the database in your normalization. So as you add a tag and it's a certain data type, it'll automatically create your device checks and soft tags for that device tag and data type. So what I've got is I've got a sheet here that I've prepared from that I have from the existing project that we just deleted. So let's go over this Excel spreadsheet here for a second. So obviously here you add either your device name or your tag name. You add your descriptions. You add what data type you want it to be. And if you want to know more about the data types, if you add like a data type of AI and it already exists in the database, I'll show you. So if I go right here to devices and I hit this normalization thing button right here, and you can see that I've got all these data types still in the database. There's AI, AO. And so if I import a tag and its type is AI, it'll automatically create these checks for it. And if you import a data type that does not yet exist in the database, what it'll do is it'll create that type in your normalization, but you'll have to go in later and add your device checks for that type. So we'll go back to right here. And what I'll do is I'll just go to another project and the previous project, and I'll grab the Excel spreadsheet with all the information populated in it. You notice these tags here are red. That means that goes in line with these asterisks right here. So that means you have to put a value in there. And if you want to, if you don't have subsystems set up yet, you can just put plant or control or facility or any name that you want for that subsystem, and it'll automatically import the subsystem for you. So what I'll do now is I will go grab a different copy of database. I'll just go into here, and I'll go users, public commission database, and let's go to Excel exports, and I'll just grab these files here or this one and this one for now. And I'll go back into here and I'll paste them in. This second one here is your cause and effect one. We're not going to talk about that right now, but the one that I wanted to show you is I've got tags and information added. So here's a tag name, the description for that tag name, its data type, the subsystem. You notice right here it didn't belong to a subsystem, so I just put plant. The name of the controller that you want that tag to be linked to. And if it is tied to a physical I/O, you can put the chassis, module, channel, or rack slot channel, however this translates to the I/O configuration that's relevant to your controller. So now that I've got that in there, I'll just save and close it. Now that that file is in that folder on the import export, you notice right here, it's going to look for that file name of the Excel spreadsheet. So if I hit import, it'll say, are you sure you want to import and overwrite new data? Basically what that means is if you import and the tag doesn't exist in the database, it will create the database and import all the data for it. However, if it already exists in the database and you wanted to just use the database or the Excel spreadsheet to just update information or change information, you can change the information on existing tags and import it, and it'll just update the values in the database. So I'm going to press yes, and what will happen is you'll see a progress bar in the bottom right corner indicating that it is importing. So if you look down in the bottom right corner, and it says importing I/O controller, and it is currently importing approximately 377 tags into the database, and it'll take a minute to go through and do that, and I'll just let it continue. And of course, this would be sometimes a good time to go for a coffee break or something like that while you're importing all your new device tag information. Especially right now, I have 377 devices, but say if I had 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000, then it'd take 15-20 minutes for it to import all the data, but you only have to do it once. And likewise, if you have a block of information that you want to update, you can always clean out all the tags from that import, except with the exception of just the tags you want to update, and then change your values, and it'll just update those tags, and the import will be much quicker. So it's almost done. The next step that we're going to do is what it'll do is it'll update all your tags into the database, and it'll automatically create your device checks and soft tag values according to the data types that you have. So it's just processing, and there it goes. So This tag here that it imported is a digital input, and it automatically added all the checks for digital input and all the soft tags. Now, obviously, there's going to be no values in the soft tags, but those values can be imported from another project too, or you can add them in the Excel spreadsheet. Now, I'll go over that in the next video. This video just shows you how to import or device tags into your database. Okay, that concludes this video, and have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next video. Thank you.